Hey!
What's that? New page?
Yeah, new page. Got excited.
See, I talked him into it. Welcome back, everybody. As Keith's writing this down, I had to wipe the glasses out because guess
You
what?
went live without me again?
Yeah, because
He always does this to me.
You just got cornered into this.
Welcome to 100 Proof Whitetails, where Ben tricks me and just turns the camera on, and I have no idea.
Well, I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize. So
So,
I'm just over here.
so we have
Right
some,
in there.
some special matchups tonight. I couldn't resist. I got this from another member of the whiskey community, Sean. He was gracious enough to do a little bit of trading with me. This is the ROC pick, the Russell Crowe edition.
He's fat now.
The Russell's Reserve Russell. The Russell's Reserve Russell Crowe Russell Reserve 8-year 8-month. This thing is absolutely phenomenal.
Do I have to
Flavor bomb.
scream when I taste this?
No, you don't. So this is from the ROC Elite. Picked this bottle. I don't know.
So that's the
what store they
ROC
went through.
Elite Barrel Pickers, right? We're on Facebook and all that good stuff.
Yep. If you're lucky enough to get your hands on one of their picks, usually they don't last long enough to get to a store. So just fair warning with it.
Can I have blue shop towel, please?
Yeah, sure can.
Thanks.
And then we have something that you're not going to be able to find here on the East Coast. This is a Idaho 2023 state pick that I got when I was visiting my buddy Derek.
Pretty
This
cool.
is barrel 1760 4A, if you were wondering. 120 proof, aged out at 10.5 years. Warehouse number 1, floor 5, Rick number 49.
All right, so you gave him all the stats on that. You're not going to give him all the stats on this?
Yeah, that one's barely not even in middle school yet. This one's going into middle school.
This was distilled 10/28 at 14, 8 years old, dumped 6/2/23, and I can't read all of it, but it was
good old 8-year 8-month.
Rick House Tyrone,
D.
building D, floor 4.
Mm-hmm.
This was distilled
nice mid tiers, dude. I like
bottled 7/18 of 23.
I do think the turkey ones on floors 4 and 5 on most of those warehouses are phenomenal. That's what most of the picks are.
Yeah.
I think those are some of the better picks.
Yep.
So
cool.
This one's from a fairly, I don't know how big the Jim Beam warehouses are. I think turkeys are 7 or 8. So 4 is about right in the middle with them.
Yeah, right.
I don't know how big Jim Beam goes, but this is the good old.
Do not let me rip that open. I'll destroy it. It'll look like a beaver chewed on it.
So you just give it. I do it a little twist, like the old school tuna cans.
Yeah. Okay.
Give it a little twist, and that gets the fiber off, and then you just grab it.
Oh, cool. So the last time I opened my Ryan's store pick knob, I had all this weird hair crap on it, and I text Ben. I'm like, "What is all over my bottle? Like something's wrong with it."
That's the wax tab.
There was nothing wrong with it.
And then you just give it a little screw, and it's boom, good to go.
Then you're good to go. So this time we're gonna pour the small end to the tall line.
Yeah, make sure you do that for me. That'd be nice.
Last time I screwed it up.
Well, that's all right. I still gave that bottle. Was actually the bottle ended up winning for that one. So if you tuned into that, if not, you can see the Bardstown Origin 11 versus the Peerless in the previous episode from last week.
It was a good matchup.
So here we go. Quite on the set for the knob store pick, state pick, Idaho crack.
Oh, deep.
Very deep pop, dude.
Deep. I'll give that like an 8.5.
Very deep pop,
yeah, that was good.
Nice.
I like that. And as always, Knob Creek gets a 9.9 on the
presentation.
Classiest looking bourbon bottle. Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, we like our knob store picks. I mean,
there's only like 6 or 7 here.
I mean, we run those spots. And I killed the one from Williamson.
So last year,
I killed the Williamson one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, this is a different one.
Oh, jeez, he's over here breaking crap.
No, this is the.
So if you watched last year, we had 2 knob store picks in the finals. Knob store pick, the Ryan store pick from Canada won. So I'm really excited about this one. I have high hopes for both of these.
Yeah, both of these I think are going to be.
I just said to Ben, I cannot wait to taste this. The ROC pick for the Russells, and of course.
Yeah, I mean that was the first night I got it. I drank it down to the shoulder for you. So.
Perfect.
So nice heavy pour, couple fingers.
I'm gonna pour for you first.
Okay, you got it, buddy. They're all wiped out. I wiped both yours of mine.
Oh, thank you, sir.
So go ahead. I'm just gonna turn around. We're gonna shoot this one quick. Keith's got to get home for dinner.
My wife is sick, and I want to be home and take good care of her.
What a guy.
You got to be nice to the wife, right? So this is going to be Ben's A. And of course, as always, I'm going to write this down so I don't forget. I'm also going to pour this to the tall line on the small end of the jigger here. Glass A. Did you just find your phone?
Yeah. Restore my
That's
shoulder.
funny. Always be sure to wipe out the jigger.
And actually, if we play our cards right, Jake might end up swinging down.
Well, I'm not sticking around all night for that.
Well, I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying, timeline-wise,
Oh, gotcha.
we could fit. Jake was also very gracious enough to donate. I traded him some of my bastard barrel for this Jack Daniels number 27 gold, because that was my trade for the Russell pick, actually, which is what just reminded me of it. So,
okay,
how you thinking?
you're
Good?
set.
What a guy.
This won't stay
guy,
open,
dude.
All right, I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna go hang out with Jeff.
You can hang out with Jeff, turn around, whatever you want to do, buddy.
I get too many emails while I'm here.
I'm sorry. It's just good service down here.
That's so.
So I like this, and I like matchups with open bottles. I mean, we have been cracking 2 fresh crackers with these lately. And I think stuff doesn't get as muddy with the 2 picks versus the 3 picks. And it's very easy and comfortable for us to, shoot, like, let's just say 2 episodes in an afternoon and feel plenty safe and sober to drive home and do what else we have to do for the day, which is huge, guys. So drinking responsibly and having good, being safe with it, having good DDs, everything like that lined up, and just going from there. So I'm gonna give them both a good shake. That way Keith doesn't know, and you're good, buddy.
Cool, here I come.
Here you come. Back on the trail.
I'm
See
back.
how nice and even those pours are for you?
I tried real hard for you.
Dude, get down and look at those. You chip
No, those aren't even close.
You
I
chip-
just put my surveyor's eye on those. You got 3 mil higher on the right side glass.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. Why'd you do that to me?
I don't know.
I don't know what you buy.
Okay, here we go.
He shorts me on the A glass every week. That's gonna be Keith's new thing. Whatever one he wants more of down the line is probably the one that he wants.
You would think of being a surveyor and like having to measure so well, I'd be really good at it.
Yeah, you actually have a measuring line on the shot
Oh,
glass.
I lost my pen.
There's a nice glass line on that for being able to get it in there.
So I'm gonna go A to B, left or
Okay.
right. Ready to rock and roll here.
So
Obviously, both of these are should be super good bottles. Ben already tasted the one. My A glass, getting a lot of vanilla, like pure vanilla, typical bourbon.
You know what this actually smells like? Not like a baking. Did you just sip right into it?
No, I just came up on my lip a little.
Oh, well, lucky you. So I get actually not a bourboned vanilla on this one, but a different kind of vanilla.
Like
This
a
is
baking
like
vanilla.
This is like vanilla ice cream or like a vanilla Tootsie Roll.
Vanilla Tootsie Roll.
You
What?
never had those little blue?
No, never.
Blue wrappered
No.
vanilla Tootsie Rolls.
Absolutely not.
Oh, dude, that is what this smells like to a T, or like slightly melted, almost like milkshakey vanilla ice cream. This is,
I don't know.
dude, this just smells amazing if you were like that vanilla flavor.
So I always tend to go for the like traditional vanilla on the
Yeah, but it's
nose.
not that traditional.
No,
like
but
baking vanilla.
But we might have different classes, buddy.
That's-
I'm talking
that's-
about
oh,
mine.
yeah.
You're talking about yours, right?
Dude, it's
So
not
this
possible.
one-
This is.
smells amazing.
I mean, I could dip my nose.
all right, I'm going in.
this.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers on it, dude.
Whew. Right on the beginning, I'm going with that sweetness. I'm getting that like caramel sweet. Not like a crazy amount of complexity, but that sweetness follows through to the palate. But it's not like a vanilla sweet. It's more like a rich vanilla, or excuse me, rich caramel.
So I'm gonna go way different on my end of it. This has a very nice spice beginning into a really good proofy chest feel, which is what I really love. I don't like that palate burn. I like that chest feel, like depth, almost like you get like it almost feels like you're gonna get a little heartburn. You know, kind of with
I
that.
don't like that.
I love that, dude. That's
I do
when
not
I'm
like
drinking
that.
these bourbons, especially if it's something that goes down the palate easy and then hits that chest and kind of fills that chest out like I
Yep.
got something kind of pushing on my chest.
See, I do
That's
not.
where I love that feel.
I do not like that at all.
And then the vanilla comes through, that vanilla Tootsie Roll finish, dude, and it's still just sitting there like I just had one in my mouth. It
I want to keep drinking that.
this is amazing. This is a very, very good pour. Not surprised with either one of these.
No, absolutely not.
These knob store picks and the Russell's picks are always something that if they have one in a store and I haven't tried it, you bet I'm going to try it before
Absolutely.
I walk out of the store, and I'll probably
And
be
probably-
walking out with one or two of them.
Yeah, exactly. Probably walk out
100%.
with a bottle.
And as we've been talking, it's still there. The flavor on Glass A is still there.
Yeah.
For me.
I just love the traditional bourbon flavors in my Glass A.
Mhm.
It's nothing like punching me in the face crazy. It's just overall, start to finish on the palate, great.
Just a great pour.
Just really solid. You
Mhm.
have that proof, 110, 120 proof. It's there. Doesn't matter which one you're looking at. It's within that threshold.
Mhm.
We're trying to keep at 10, 8, 10 proof points. Just solid. Just really solid. Now my Glass B, which is wild. I thought that the Glass A smelled sweet. My Glass B smells even sweeter. It is like really heavy vanilla, molasses, sweet. Just overall, just crazy.
So this was that vanilla Tootsie Roll. This is a caramel cowtail on the nose. Just going back to candy, I got a bad sweet tooth. That's one of my downfalls. It's probably why I got a bunch of teeth that I'm gonna have to get some work done on. But the vanilla that comes through on A is just it's different. It's almost like a what is it? Like that, it's not cream cheese, but it's like that I guess it's like a vanilla cream or like a buttercream that's in the cowtails.
Buttercream. Yeah, butter.
That's in the caramel cowtails. That's what this smells like. It
It
smells like you cracked a wrapper on a caramel cowtail and you go to like take a bite out of it and you can smell it.
So my Glass B, I love Twix bars.
Okay.
My Glass B smells like the caramel in a Twix bar. That's what this smells like to me.
Yeah. And that's where we talk about this. And a lot of folks want to say that, hey, how are you picking up this different things? You have to taste and you have to really kind of think back in your head and just sit down and just sit with a glass and be like, what does this remind me of?
Yeah.
And we're not saying it's the smells are a little bit more stronger and pronounced, I would say, versus the taste. The taste is you're just getting that hint of that memory with the flavor. Whereas the nose is very much linked to memory.
Like I've said a million times, 75% of your taste is through your smell.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something you are going to remember more. I mean, I remember the smell of things when I was a little kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Glass B for me, right on the front of the palate is spicy. That sweetness does carry through to like the middle palate.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I'm going to say it's definitely a vanilla, caramel sweetness on the middle, not in the beginning, not on the front of the palate, but towards the middle of the palate.
Yep. So I'm really looking forward to, we've been hitting some higher proof stuff lately. We have a lot of stuff over there that's in that 90 to 100 range that I would like to get opened up.
Sure.
We got a lot of bottles to kill off.
That have been here too long.
Well, yeah, and I have stuff that we've been rotating out the maple barrel to put stuff in it. So some of these bottles will get killed out with that, especially stuff that we're not a huge fan of or just like everyday available type bottles.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to have more of these bottles. Like my store pick and single barrel shelf
is full.
Is just full.
Is absolutely full. And again, that's we talk about this a lot. Is people go after the allocated, they go after the the Blantons, your Buffalo Trace, your thing, the Eagle Rare, all these things are hard to get. We in the last year really have kind of focused on store picks. Of things that we kind of set out. Like I text Ben, I'm like, I really want to get to this store to get their store pick or to try their store pick, just because I think it's fun, it's unique. You may not ever get another bottle that tastes like that in your life, really. So it's kind of a unique experience with the store picks. Glass B for me is a easy bottle that I would go back to every single weekend.
Yeah, this is where it's tough. This is where it depends on what you like for a profile and what you like for that day. And as we know, the Russell's picks and the Knobs picks just hit home for us for different reasons.
Yeah, for absolute different reasons. Like I get a little bit more of the woodiness on the finish on Glass B. I didn't get any woodiness out of Glass A. I got Glass A. I get more of the traditional sweet, spicy. As it kind of lingers, I get more of just not a crazy amount of woodiness. Just right, just right there at the finish. I get a little bit.
And I was gonna say that with mine, I get that oaky, tanniny char. That trends a little bit away from maybe traditional bourbon or maybe an older age bourbon. Let's say.
Look at that drawdown.
The oil.
Yeah.
Oil.
Both of these. Great bottles. Ben's over here breaking stuff.
No, it's just I'm
gonna go back.
I'm running out of space, dude.
You are. We need to build a bigger bar in my barn.
Well, I was talking, about maybe putting a couple more shelves in, building a couple more of these pallet shelves to tier up, and then moving the barrel head over to a wall or something like that. Just to have different stuff. But the problem with the pallet shelves is they're not that deep,
right?
So you're limited on what kind of bottles can go in them. The knobs will fit in fine, and some of the slender stuff, but like Russells don't fit in there,
right?
But maybe most of the Russells are up on the roost.
So I'm really struggling with this right now because these, honestly, to me right now, couldn't be more on the end of the spectrum for me.
They're very unique in their own way.
They're very different. But they're both very, very good. My Glass A, I'm getting a lot more of that traditional sweetness. Glass B, I'm getting more, a little bit of oakiness, a little bit more spice. That's tough. That's tough. But I'm telling you right now, none of these will not be below 9 for me.
No, you can't, dude. You can't miss with knob picks, and you can't miss with the Russell's picks. I mean, the Rochester Whiskey Elite had a collaboration pick the other day. Oh, it's right here.
Oh, you got it right there.
Surprise,
it's still in the bag.
Surprise, surprise.
God, this is cool.
So we're gonna be doing these in an upcoming Fresh Crack, probably in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We'll drop back for like 100 proof for a week or two, and then we're gonna do these. These are new riff picks.
Yep. Store picks.
Yep. But the cool thing with these store picks, like you got the Russell's pick with Russell Crowe. This is the Blades of Glory.
I never saw that.
Oh,
that's a pretty good movie.
It's
right?
on Hulu.
It's on the Hulu.
Chad Michaels and I can't remember who the hell the other guy is. But so you have your bourbon and your rye both at barrel strength.
Yep.
Single barrels. There was only 39 pairs of these available.
Yeah.
There was some odds and ends singles. I can't remember for which one. I was able to get in on the pair. The price was fantastic.
Very good for both of those
for a
bottles.
pair and the matching pair.
And you could only get them as a pair, right?
There was a few singles.
But most of them were only 30 some out of that pair.
38 pairs were available. So a very limited run. It was something that was bought for a special event. Hence the sticker. The sticker was picked before that they got the offer to take the bottles. Oh, wow. To my understanding. And then the person that privately selected them, I don't know if it was a money thing or whatever it was.
Didn't want them.
Yeah, kind of turned it over and they tried it and sampled it out and they're like, this is really good.
Very cool. So
and they gave it to them at a really good price. So
nice.
And I do like the new riff stuff. I mean,
yeah, we really like that new riff stuff. So
I mean, I've killed probably 2-3 bottles of new riff last year, so which is saying a lot because
there's not a lot of bottles that are killed.
Yeah. stuff doesn't get killed back. So look for the upcoming New Riff Blades of Glory battle.
So
We've got a hiccup.
this
Blades
is
of Glory battle. That's
this
a
is-
mouthful.
this is tough. One thing I want to talk about here. These are both really good bottles. I don't care what they are. They're both fairly priced. You're not going to spend a ton of money on these bottles. You're going to spend under $70 for either one.
Typically, yeah.
Here where we are,
Depending on yield
Yeah,
and stuff. Some of
where
the
we
knobs
are-
can creep up, and some of the Russells can creep up.
but they're
Depends on-
around that $60-$70. It depends what kind of feeling you're in. Like that day, honestly, like today, I like Glass B.
Okay.
Glass B to me has a little bit more complexity. I like the finish on Glass B to me.
Mhm.
This isn't a great pour. This is to me an exceptional pour.
Mhm.
That really is. It really is exceptional. Glass A for me is a great pour. This is something that I'm gonna drink freaking Friday, Saturdays. Glass B is something I'm gonna bring like a special day, like a birthday, anniversary.
Yep.
You're coming over, like we want to have a really good pour.
Yep. Put a splash of that in a glass, and
That's it.
Mhm.
That's my B glass. So I'm not gonna lie to you, my B glass, I'm going a 9.5. My A glass, I'm going a 9.4. They are just really, really good pours, especially for the money.
yeah,
For the money,
for the value.
for the value, the value is exceptional. It really is.
Yeah.
There's so many bottles that you pay over $100 for. Doesn't matter what it is. That in a blind, I really firmly believe these would just knock them out of the park.
Yeah, they can be killers. They can be blind killers for sure. So what was your scores? Your A was what, 9.4,
9.4.
and then 9.5.
Yeah.
So
I
right
mean,
there within a point.
They
one.
are, and honestly, it's just because today, right now, in this moment, I enjoy B better.
Mhm.
A is great. I like the nose better on A,
Mhm.
but I like the complexity. There's a little bit more depth of flavor to me with
Mhm.
B than A.
And I'm gonna mirror that. And again, we could be talking about different bottles. We
Oh,
could
absolutely.
be, talking about the same bottle. It's entirely up to interpretation.
Mhm.
I think because of the spice, just that profile of the spice, I think my A glass was the Russells,
Let me see.
and I'm going a 9.1 on that.
9.1 on that.
9.1 on that, and then on the B glass, I'm going 9.3, which are very stout scores.
So what's
for me.
winning for you? So
The B glass.
So your A was the knob.
Was it the knob?
Yep.
And then the B glass, that B glass, dude, punches above its weight class for me.
So
today, that B glass is just so balanced.
yeah.
It's not as sharp with the spice.
Mhm.
It out oaks the other one at 2-3 years younger.
Right.
For me, and it drinks a lot easier than the knob one. Again, like we were saying, they're both 9s.
Oh yeah,
these
high.
These are both phenomenal.
They're
pours.
great. They're amazing.
And usually that's what we give the knob store picks
Mhm.
and the Russell's picks. You get those 9s. You're not going to score below an 8.5, 8.6
No,
on either one of them.
Not for us.
The only one that might be flirting with that like 8.5, 8.6 was the Williamson one.
Yeah.
And I don't know their pick process. They could have just got a random barrel too.
Right. All right.
I don't know.
I put my B glass at a 9.5. My A glass is at a 9.4. If I had to guess, if I was a guessing man,
Okay,
I would guess that the B glass is the knob and the Russell's is the A.
it was.
Yeah.
You got it.
So to me,
Mhm.
I'm starting to pick up the flavor profile of the knob store picks.
Okay.
And it's a little bit bitier. It's a little bit more punchy.
And again, it could be because this has been fresh cracked, that's been open.
Yes.
Whereas I said that had more of a balanced kind of flavor
Yeah.
versus the spice flavor.
Yep.
the spice could have been proof. Because it's about 10 proof points different.
Yeah.
Versus a Russell's versus a knob, and that's where they can,
but it's
outweigh
not
each other.
that far out. It
No.
really isn't. It's not that far out. But I'm telling you what, like I say, like I really like Russell's Reserve. I like turkey products, but I'm gonna say for 2024, I'm probably gonna be converted to a Knob Creek guy.
No, and we've talked about this
because it's just they're
they're
really good.
We have another fresh crack coming up over at K&M, and I really have to pin those folks down and see if they need any kind of financial commitment for us to do a pick. I would really love to do a Knob or Russell's pick because of how well these bottles punch above their value line. Like these drink like $100 bottles, and you can get them for 2/3 of that cost or less.
I'm gonna stop you there. We have had $100, $120, $130 bottles
that don't score nines.
That don't
consistently.
That don't touch these.
Yeah, consistently. Yeah.
And it isn't like it's not a one-time deal. It's like one after another after another.
Mm-hmm.
We do $140 little book, and they don't score this.
Yeah, it's again. But
we do $100.
The little book comes from Jim Beam, just like Knob Creek does. But these Knob store picks,
there's something
and
special
about this barrel pick program. I don't know if they're picking from different warehouses for their product or what it is. Yeah, I'll have some goldfish now that we're done having our samples for the night.
This is brought to you by Goldfish.
Yeah, Goldfish crackers, courtesy of Owen Pierce.
Thanks, Owen.
Thanks,
Nate.
Yeah, we hooked him up with some pretzels. We did a little trading. We trade bottles. We trade goldfish and pretzels.
Ben says I always have to have snacks. That's true. I love snacks.
Yep.
So more of the story, kind of continuation of 2023 is if you can get a Knob store pick in your town, just go buy it.
And you find them, dude.
Just go buy it.
They're at, I think Ryan's probably still has theirs.
They do.
If not, they'll have another.
Yep.
I have a couple. My wife bought me a couple for Christmas.
So let's build on that. My buddy that lives in PA, that's state controlled, they have store picks there.
State picks.
Yes. They have state picks like this in Pennsylvania. So if you're going on vacation in Pennsylvania, stop at the liquor store. You might find one like this. And this is proof that a state store pick is going to be a winner.
There's still somebody picking them,
Right. They're good.
They're good, dude. And they just have that. They have the right age.
You can't miss.
This one's a 10-year product.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like getting up there, but you pull the proof with it too.
Right.
And it's not like, and that's where I think like the Knob 12-year.
It lacks
a little bit because they proof it down.
Yeah.
The one Knob 15 that I had was phenomenal at 100 proof.
Right.
But it was that batch one of that 15-year.
And it's funny you bring that up because you gave me a Knob 12 and I'm like, man, I don't really like it that much.
So also, spoiler alert and hack right now, Hoffen's up on 96 and Victor. If you do like Knob 12s, they have Knob 12s on sale right now. I think it was $54 for Knob 12s.
Oh.
It was either $54 or $59, which those are normally $80 bottles.
And K&M had Knob 18s.
K&M's got Knob 18s. The price has gone up on those with MSRP going up.
But that's just is what it is.
And it's one that let us know in the comments. Drop it in the comments below. We do have a Knob 18 up here.
And we do.
Boxed edition. I think it's the...
Is that unopened?
Oh, it's unopened. That's available for the fresh crack. So this is actually... Yeah.
Grab that some much.
Good gracious, Keith, I gotta take everything down.
We're making him work hard here, people. He's got a redwood.
Man, look at all these redwood cast strengths available at K&M.
Yeah, K&M's got all your redwood.
Bottom dollar blowout, dude. Like
$64.95. $64.95. You can get yourself a redwood cast strength at K&M in Newark, right next to Wegmans. If you need a redwood cast strength, go there, buy it. Don't even question yourself.
No, they're phenomenal. So this is actually...
Oh, it's stuck in that goddamn box?
Oh, yeah, dude.
You didn't tell me that. Jesus.
My wife got me this last year.
Can I have the box?
Yeah, this is...
How do I get one of those boxes?
So Knob Creek also did away with these. This is unopened Knob 18. I think it's the batch 1.
What's the plaque on the back?
Yeah, this is batch 1 for the 18. This is literally
Number 1.
yeah, batch 1.
Can I just have the box?
Yeah. The plaque is just the little secret, super secret.
Does it have your name on it or something?
No, it's the opening.
Oh, Jesus.
Pull it back out.
Oh, that's fancy. Don't drop that, some bitch.
No.
Give me.
So
anxiety.
these were like I think 155, 159. Now they're up to like 185, 190 MSRP. So they jumped 30, $40. But
so is everything else.
So, and a good rule of thumb for whiskey is roughly $10 a year.
Right.
The only thing that I'm hesitant on with these 18s and some of the older stuff, this is 30-year anniversary. I don't know if I'll fresh crack this or not. I told my wife I'd hang on to this. So that might be off limits. That's why I get stuck up there with a bunch of stuff in front of it.
That's a really cool box, though. You're about to lose your small batches. Jeez.
No, they're empty tubes. That's why they just hang there.
It's cool tube.
Yeah. So, with the age on those products, sometimes it is nice to proof them down because they can be over oaked.
Right.
They can be really tannicky. That one Elijah Craig 18 that my dad has that I would like to borrow to bring onto the show for an episode.
We did get an Elijah Craig 18.
We did, and it's at my dad's right now. He loves that bottle.
How many left? Or how many pours are left?
Oh, we only drink it down maybe a quarter.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, we've been diligent with it. We know that it's a nice bottle for a nice.
Let's talk about that for a second. So, in late 2023, we got a lot of really good bottles that will be coming in 2024. But they actually, were bottles from 2023 while we were doing the Sweet 16. So we do have some bottles that'll be coming around that are unique and pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean we got a Weller 107 that we picked up.
Yep.
This one came at the end of the season last year.
Yep.
Weller full proof. I'm thinking almost doing this versus that Forester pick because the proof point hits right.
We got a single barrel Forester.
114. Yeah, we got the single barrel store pick Forester. We got that one. We got a lot of nice bottles, dude, to crack this year. We got a whole pile of Craigs to crack.
Yeah.
Literally everything from 23.
Yep.
I don't think I have the only 22 I had was the C922. So the rest of them are like the B23, A23, and then we have your C923 that you brought over.
You shouldn't say yours.
Well, I appreciate that, but you bought it.
It's ours. It's for the show. We got a C923. Everyone's been getting wild about those, so
yeah, we got an open one.
We got we'll do a fresh crack one, and then we do have an open one that.
Ooh,
we already did do blind of a C922.
The 2.2 versus the 2.3.
And
I did the one night.
Ben did. Well, you did it blind for me, and I didn't.
Yeah.
We won't give up who won, but
yeah, any details with it. But I will also say that we put those in a three. I put those in a 3-way blind.
Sounds
with
dirty.
Yeah, well, put them in with a 3-way with the 922 and the 923, and then a third bottle. The third bottle, which will remain nameless, beat out both of the Craigs in a blind.
I hear the A123 is pretty good.
The 124.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
The new one.
It's like when you write the new year down, you always screw it up.
That's what I screw it up. Whatever. It is what it is.
So, moral of the story. You want to hear the moral of the story?
Grab a Russell's or grab a Knob if you can see them.
This is the moral of the story. Moral of the story is when you walk into a liquor store, don't say you got any plans.
Grab a store pick.
Grab a store pick. Grab something that you don't see every day.
Shop around a little bit.
Venture out of the comfort zone, away from the allocated bottles. Go for something a little bit different that's going to be really good.
Yeah, and we've talked about that with Blanton's and stuff like that. I mean, they're fine. I'll have one just because people like them.
Yeah.
Stuff
or they're
like
easy
that.
to get, like at a bar. I had one at a bar at the other.
You could get them at a bar pour if you want to try them. But it's still, dude, the problem with it for me is it's a 93 proof single barrel.
Yeah, right.
if I'm going to have a single barrel product and something that's picked, I want to at least have it
110, 120.
Closer to that barrel entry proof.
Yeah.
We'll just say whatever that is for your
Right.
distillery.
Yeah.
Turkey goes in a little bit lower,
right?
And that's why their picks are a little bit lower.
Yeah.
And the knobs go in a little bit higher.
Right.
So the knobs are traditionally a little bit higher with it. So that's what's cool about the different offerings, different distilleries.
You just get different things based on what they're doing individually.
Their mashes, where they're sourcing grain from, everything. So, but yeah, dude, you can't miss with a Russell's. Can't miss with a knob.
No, no,
plain and simple.
No, I get so excited when we get a knob store pick, a Russell store pick.
I mean, we got another 3 or 4 in that case too to open. For different ones.
Yeah, and we got some that we've already opened that we got to try too.
We got another 3, 4 knobs to open that we haven't tried or opened. We've tried them, but we haven't opened them yet.
Right.
So
cool.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We
Till
appreciate
next time.
it. We said we were going to try to keep this to a 20-minute episode, and it went 35.
Ah, jeez, what are you doing to me?
I'm sorry, Keith.
That's okay. I short poured you on the other one.
Yeah, well. Payback's a bitch, and then you marry one, as I heard in a movie one time.
That's funny.
I'm just kidding. I love my wife.
Yeah, she's nice.
She's a saint for dealing with me.
Yeah, she is.
That's what she is. So
very cool. Till next time.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. If you haven't, subscribe to the channel.
And don't forget that every first Friday of the month, we will be live at K&M Discount Liquor in Newark, New York, right next to Wegmans. Come see us. Stop in, say hello. Order on Instacart. Follow us DoorDash, Instacart. Come say hi.
100%.
We really look forward to seeing you guys the first Friday at K&M Discount Liquor in Newark.
We love hanging out with everybody.
We do. It's a lot of fun.
So if you're watching this on the 23rd, which is when this episode will be going up, we will be there the following Friday.
Yeah,
for our Fresh Crack. March 1st is our Fresh Crack episode where we'll be doing Maker's Cask Strength that night.
Yeah, it'll be a good one.
It's the heaviest, or not the heaviest, the highest proof pour we've ever done for a Fresh Crack there at the store. So we'll see how it's.
We'll see how she goes.
How it's perceived by folks. It's also.
I think it'll be good.
Also, the first day of Women's History Month. If
Very
you were
cool.
wondering.
So all women come taste bourbon with us.
Absolutely.
Very cool.
So, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. And if you haven't, check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify,
all of the above. Choice
wherever you hang out, and check out your podcast. Yeah,
he's grunting. His phone's grunting.
Okay.
Was somebody important as
well? Jake said he forgot to come over, so he said he's home already.
Well, I'm sorry, Jake, that you didn't get to come down here and enjoy a good time.
Well, there's
there's
bottles and barrels over there that he's supposed to pick up.
Till next time.
Till next time. We'll catch you next time down here at the bar. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
See ya.
See ya.